minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high. Hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now. Put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark perfume. Go, go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, hey. It's your girl Candy, and I am here to discuss Tubi's original ROCKABYE. And it's a doozy. And I am not alone. I am with my girl Monique 69 Ways and Miss Kira Speaks.
Hey
Hi,
y'all.
ladies.
Hey. You're on mute, Kira.
Hey. Hi. So ROCKABYE is a Tubi original thriller directed by Chris Stokes. Baby, Chris Stokes' name was all through the credits. I said, okay, Chris,
Yeah, we get it.
TP-ish this time, okay? Stars Annie Lozit, I don't know how to say her last name. Annie, Claudia Jordan, Don Broomfield Jr. Isn't he from Black Ink? The Black Ink movie? I mean,
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Chicago, Black Ink
And
Chicago.
Wesley Jonathan, Cisco Reyes, who is Hector, and it's a screenplay by Marcus Houston and Chaz Eccles or something. It released on March 27th of 2026, so it came out Friday. And when I checked it out, I was like, okay, this is a cool little movie to watch, and then I guess we could talk about it. So ladies, what are your thoughts on this Tubi original? Chris Stokes, okay, Christopher Stokes.
If I had to rate it out of a 5-star, it would get like a 2.5, 3 for me.
Okay. Let me reword this. Ladies, how are you all going to, on the Tubi scale, what is your rating? 1 through 5. Let's just keep it simple. A 4?
3.
Okay. I give it a 3.5. 3.5. It was not a bad movie. It was okay.
Okay, Tubi scale.
On the Tubi scale. We're doing the Tubi scale.
It wasn't great. It wasn't bad, but it was like, I don't know. So what are y'all thoughts on the movie?
Well, go ahead, Kira.
I enjoyed it. I didn't expect the ending. I mean, I guess by the title, and I said that's why you got to pay attention, because when they be rolling that little footage film stuff at the beginning, they be showing you stuff in them little pictures, and I don't be paying attention, and then you can get all the little answers sway. So had I probably looked at that a little more carefully, I would have had the answers sway. But since I didn't, I was like I figured it out, but it took me a minute to get there. So I don't know. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
Okay.
On a Tubi scale.
On a Tubi scale. Yeah. It was decent. What about you, Mo?
It was okay. I just didn't like the flow of it. It was kind of all everywhere, and it definitely had holes in it. I'm like, okay. It's like some parts it was slow, and then some parts it was like wrapped up tight, and I'm like, what's going on now? Until I really did not know what was going on until to the end when they actually said the shit.
Girl.
I'm serious.
So when they said it?
Huh?
Till when?
To when she was down there, actually in the basement part of the prison or whatever.
At the end.
And with Claudia character said it out her mouth as well to out her husband. I was like, and then the news lady, she said it what it really was, like what it is.
My God, today.
I mean, I'll put pieces together once they walked out themselves. But I mean, Candy gave away the Claudia part before I even seen it. So I already. figured out what was
Yeah.
Oh, I was suspicious of Claudia.
that she was going to be the culprit. But I knew the husband wasn't ish either, because when
He
she
was
was
always gone. Child, we
research,
saw
Yeah,
that.
and it
when
was
she was researching the stuff, and he was like,
Child.
"I'm leaving." I'm like, "What are you leaving for, B?"
Yep,
it
we
was
gonna
always
talk.
being
We gonna get
negative.
there. We gonna get there.
Yeah, he was always
Mhm.
being negative. So I side out her husband too. So yeah, I really didn't know what it was about. Rockabye. I know the song Rockabye Baby. I know that, but I did not put it together until I saw this. And I'm like, oh, something dealing with a baby. And I'm like, okay, Gabriel had a baby. So the
Yeah.
movie starts out with this eerie music. Oh gosh, it's a lot of low bass and all this
Mhm.
childish. It make you think something eerie and scary about to go on, which it is scary in a sense. But you see these ladies looking through some glass windows, and they look
Mhm.
like they are prisoners, or they look like they might be a little ticky ticky boom boom, you're not sure. And then you see this
Right.
lady hollering and screaming, and she's having a baby. And then you see I had to get the picture of that lady, and she came. I said, "Oh, that's why your urns was okay. I got you, sister. I got you to do." So I'm like, "What is going on with these people and then having a baby?" So we get here, and then we see this man on the phone with his daughter. Um, you could tell through the conversation that the mom is no longer there, and then we get to the part where okay, she's no longer there, and then he kisses the picture, and then you could have having daughter father conversation. He tells her he got an award, and the way he was speaking as if he did not deserve the award. And I'm like, why would you speak like that of yourself? If you've done a good job, then you should be okay with getting a damn award. It was like, do you believe they gave me an award? They actually gave me one. I'm like, why would you speak like that about yourself? So, well, what do y'all think about the intro, the eerie intro for like a minute and 30 something seconds, and then this conversation of him? Like, did y'all think something was off about the father at all?
Mm.
Well, judging by I think it was the trailer, I figured that he was gonna be up to something he ain't had no business being up to. Be damned the beginning of it. I just figured it was, he was gonna be on
Mhm.
something. I didn't know exactly what it was though.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't know that something was up with the daddy until we saw like a night crawler in his house.
Not the Nightcrawler.
Like for real. We saw,
So we do see the Nightcrawler as Mo describes it, and the Nightcrawler is like going through a lock box and trying to fickle a box open. And next thing you know, we see some medicine. Like, what the hell? Why you got the medicine in a lock box? But the
Mhm.
syringes, she filled the syringes up and went and gave him a good old dose in his neck. And then all of a sudden, old man is gone. So we see the daughter. Her name is, oh geez, I forgot her
Christina.
name.
Christina.
Christina. And she's with her son, and her husband is like, come on, I'm gonna be working late tonight. I got clients that are potential for something like, it was like he deals with a birthing center. And then we
Mhm.
see Gabriel outside with the little fella and the mom, and they're talking about going to get ice cream. And then the guy comes out and was like, "Hey, come, I need to talk to you." Or no, tell them to go away so he can talk to her. But of course, Gabriel is peeping and seeing what's going on. She's having a conversation with him. And of course, she finds out her dad has passed away. What are y'all thoughts on the husband? I forgot his name. On
Jonathan.
him, Jonathan, and her conversation. Like, did that make y'all think about something because he has like a birthing center, or he does surrogates and things like that?
No, not at this point for me. Seemed like he was on the up and up until he started saying like how you going. It's one thing for me to hear or you say one time you're gonna be working late, such and such, trying to get client sales or whatever. But it was a constant theme throughout this whole movie. When he did the second time, like, nope, because it was a constant theme for him. And yeah, and we see this pattern with him, and then we catch an attitude with her later. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was
I
always
let this one
going.
ride.
I heard birthing center, but I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. That little piece at the beginning, I don't know whether I blinked my eyes and missed it, but I ain't see all of that. Okay,
Me too.
but
That's
them
what it
and
looked
the
like.
thing, I ain't saw that part. I seen it at the end, but I didn't see that part at the beginning. The first thing I seen was that daddy at the house. So I don't know what I was doing.
That's what I'm talking
So
about. It's like missing flow. It's like it's not flowing
yeah,
to
but
me.
listen, you got to pay attention to the beginning.
Now I'm gonna go back
So
and look
says the one
at the
that don't pay
beginning.
attention. But we do see where Christina goes and talks to the, a detective, and she thinks something eerie happened with her father. She thinks there was some fugaziness, like she doesn't believe her father committed suicide or whatever. And she was like, my mother passed away from cancer. My dad raised me. He wouldn't do nothing like that. He was always on point with me as a child, and on point with my my child, my child, his grandchild. So she was like, something is not right. I think it was, y'all need to look into this. And she didn't
Mhm.
want to accept what was going on with the father, but because he was like no foul play. So of course we get to the funeral, and after the funeral, we have all these people come up to her, the guys that worked with her father. I didn't know what he did until later on, but he's a warden, so they work at the prison. Got this older guy that said he was some kind of doctor or whatever, and he gave her a lollipop to like bring back memories. We see this lady over here weeping. Like, what is she weeping for? What is she? And then she's talking to the guy that was her father's best friend, and he was trying to let her know, like, hey, something is not right. He wouldn't do this to himself. I don't know what's going on, but if you need anything, let me know. What are your thoughts on the officer, well, the detective, not really looking into the situation, not paying attention to her, and then the people from the job? Did they seem strange to y'all? Mo said she didn't get shit into the end. So Mo, did
No, this
any of this
this
seem strange to you?
yeah, it kind of seemed a little
Uh-oh.
strange because they came up gang. I'm looking like, look at their faces. They look like they like I said, they on some gang stuff. I'm like, mm-hmm. Yeah, so they introduced themselves, gave her the car and stuff. I mean, they try to play their part, like like her daddy, and them and her father ain't on some crooked ish. So yeah, like I said, they came up gang. They was very suspicious. Especially this lady by the tree. It's like she was looking for her attention, and then once she got her
Yes.
attention, she did the tissue. You want her to come over. I was like, if you ain't obvious,
Yeah. Yeah, you could tell she wanted some attention, like a kid. Like, lady, go on some damn well.
right?
Uh-uh.
What?
Nothing.
Well, what
And
are your
then doc,
thoughts?
It's not
and
like
then
the
the
You and
doc,
me, Kira.
yeah.
yeah, it was real suspicious when they came walking up like this because I was like, I had to listen to see. I'm like, what does the daggone daddy do? I'm like, oh, he works in a prison. This is looking a little. What
Yep.
could? And then I was like, what could y'all be doing in a prison? But
I didn't
child,
catch the prison talk. I
y'all
heard
could
the
be doing a
lieutenant and
lot
this,
of
that, and the
things.
third, but I still didn't catch the prison. I would have thought he was some kind of officer, police officer, but I still
I
didn't
don't
know
think
what
she
he
said
did.
it to them, but when the best friend pulled her to the side, she
The
said, I
doc,
used to
yeah.
look to visit my dad at the prison. I was like, at the
Yep.
prison? And she's like, I would
Okay,
play
see,
in
I
his
didn't catch that.
office until I got older and I
Yeah, he did
realized,
say that.
everything that was going on. I was like, yeah, I guess when you little, you just be happy
Mm.
to play in your parents' office. Because I was
Okay,
like, at
though.
the
Yeah,
prison?
because he said prison's no place for a kid.
Right.
And she used to run around there. So, child.
Yeah, they was a little, more like most. They did pull up like a gang for real though. So the guy that she spoke to at the funeral, him and his wife go home, and everybody live in these nice
Cooper.
homes.
Yeah.
Dr. Cooper, goes home, and then he's having a conversation with somebody like, yeah, I heard what you said, and and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. He was talking aggressive to somebody on the phone that sounded like they was trying to check him about something. But then we see this night crawler, as Mo calls it, coming through the house, tiptoeing, and they end up giving him a shot, and he's like convulsing and having like a seizure or whatever. And then she put a damn funnel in his mouth, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? She done pulled bleach down the man's throat. What is it, bleach and ammonia?
Bleach and then ammonia. Yeah.
I'm like,
Bleach first and then ammonia. Yep. Tore up his
you
insides.
don't use
Wow.
those two things together. I have, and I had to ring off the
Exactly.
Nah,
door.
That's the
So you
point.
you
you will
make this man
make yourself
swallow?
pass out, child.
But
Mm-hmm.
to me, that's not a sign of somebody committing suicide. Because who lays down on the
And
couch and
drinks
does
those two
that?
things. Oh, and I gotta imagine the taste is awful.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
that
would.
yeah,
How
that
could you? How do you even make it through that? Like
hey
this. That
Kendall.
don't make no
right.
sense.
So it was
Yeah.
very, very weird to
But
me.
before that, when he was at the cemetery or whatever, he was supposed to meet with Christina because he said
Right.
Mm-hmm.
he was giving some subliminals and little clues about there are some people out there who can make a scene look like a suicide, whatever, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not B. So he said we should do lunch at the prison. So I'm like, well, he ain't making it to
Yeah.
that lunch meeting. And
Okay.
why would you meet at the prison? After I
Mm-hmm.
watched this whole thing, I'm like, why would he say that
Mm-hmm. He
when
seemed like
y'all
he kind of knew he
dirt
wasn't
is
supposed to
at the
be
prison?
talking.
Yeah, he wasn't. And why
Mm-hmm.
would you want to meet with the
Mm-hmm.
child at the prison where y'all dirty work is happening at? Are you okay?
Yeah. So of course, we move on, and she is drinking out straight out the bottle, y'all. She's drinking straight out the bottle. She's become a full blown. I'm gonna say alcoholic, but she's trying to drink her pain away because her dad
Yeah,
passed
she's
away.
screaming through
Her
Yeah.
that bottle,
mom
child.
passed when she was 10, so it was like her dad was her only other family member that she was close to.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's gone, and it's gone mysteriously, right? So her husband is not really there. He's there physically, but he's not there mentally. It's like he's not there. Then she has a son. Of course, they have a nanny. The little fella wants to go for a walk, for a jog, and Christina gets a phone call from this lady that has been his lawyer for 5 years, and she
Mm-hmm.
goes to meet her, and homeboy got $10 million
In the
over
offshore account.
overseas.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we knew he was really, really doing something he ain't have no business doing because you work at the prison. How you got that much money? And she said she couldn't pay for the funerals. Yikes.
Yeah, like she could barely pay for the funeral. She was like, What you mean? He got money."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was like, "My dad was broke." So you know, Mo, what are the thoughts of the 10 milli?
I was like, okay. Last time I checked, a warden or whatever, a prison warden or guard, whatever he was, does not make that much money a year and to equal $10 million. I don't care how many years it's been, never. And an offshore account, why I gotta be over there if this your legit earnings.
10 whole
So
million? Yeah, no.
yeah, no, right. That's what I'm saying. That's
Not one.
suspicious.
Well, you might be talking about life insurance policies and investments. No, 10.
Right,
That's a
10
lot.
million. That is a lot. So yeah, I'll be happy about it, but after what went down, I come back around it later. So
Mm-hmm. Kendall, have you watched this yet? I know you be into your Tubi bag most times. But yeah, let us know if you've watched it. So yeah, $10 million, that's a whole lot of money to be for a warden, and that's all you had going on. Yeah, no, something
look,
is
in air quotes, that's all he had going on.
mm-hmm. That's all he had going on. And she by him having this lawyer for the past 5 years, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
why do you have a lawyer like why do you have I guess because it's $10 million, you got a lot going. I guess because you got a lot of things going on, you do need a lawyer involved, but
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy. How did you feel about the movie, Kendall? So and and another thing, why are you talking in front of your nanny? I wouldn't give her, if I think it's some fugazi happened with my father, I wouldn't give nobody, not even my husband, a piece of what I thought was going on, because I ain't gonna say I don't trust him, but I don't trust anybody when it comes to this. I don't know why why he's gone. I know he didn't take himself out because, in your most minds, people don't think that people will take themselves out, but that's really don't even
Mm-hmm.
really matter. But the fact that he took himself out and you think it's some foul, and then you talk to the doctor, his friend, Dr. Cooper, and then you see that, okay, he's telling you, hitting on things like something might not be right, and People dying in crazy ways, and well, you know what, we could
Mhm.
have lunch. Let me stop talking to you, right? Let me go ahead and stop talking. So the way he handled the whole conversation would make me think you should be mom's the word on anything that you find out about your father moving forward. But yeah, when she was talking in front of Gabrielle, I was like, okay, all right, you didn't told on yourself. You didn't told something. You didn't gave a little hint or something. But she does go into her father's house, and she gets into his computer. I think it was Mama Mia was the password, I think.
Mhm.
And she was able to listen to those recordings. And I can't remember exactly what the recordings were saying, but it was like a threatening recording. I can't really remember. Y'all remember what the recordings were saying?
Something like I'm gonna make you pay or something,
Mhm.
something to that effect. I can't remember like the details.
Yeah, it was like you'll pay for what you've done, and you took
Yeah.
away
Yep.
something.
Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna pay. So she goes to the police department and let them, listen to him, and he keeps throwing her off and pushing her away. But she lets her husband listen to it, and
Mhm.
I think she does have her father's cell phone, and he gets a message. Well, I guess like an alert saying go see Tina. But he ends up finding out. She finds out that Tina is at a mental institution. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
okay, here we go with these damn. Was that the same people that was in that room down there? What he got going on with the mental people. So she does go to the mental. No, she goes to the prison. What did she go? What she went to go get his belongings. She went to go get his belongings from the prison. She meets this young lady at the counter, and she.
Linda.
This lady
She
give her
pissed
too
me
much
off,
of a
child. She pissed me the hell
yeah, cause
off.
shut the hell up. Shutting up is free. Shut up. That's
Right.
what you're doing. You talk too damn much. But she does get this notepad, and I'm glad she did pick that notepad up. Cause you a warden. Why the fuck you got a prescription pad? Why? You're not a doctor. So
But
that
his
really
homeboy was Cooper was, or Dr. Hughes, whatever you want to call him.
you not a doctor. Why you got a notepad?
Yeah, that's he probably got one off his friend, his buddy. But she told me I
So
was at your father's funeral. Da da da.
yeah, talk
I
about talk
saw
about the little
you
Linda,
fake
the
crying.
girlfriend.
So Linda, she up there coming in, cause mind you, as Christina is going through her father thing, she picking up some books and she has this file box, the box you use when you see people lose their job, they leave or
They pink
quit.
slip in a white box.
Right. So yeah, she pretended that she putting some of his things in there, but at the same time, she is snooping through the paperwork, and also she sees that he has a computer, and she was trying to she typed in the password. I forgot what the password was, but she had a drive, so she was down. I guess she was download everything, uh, all the files that was on his computer. I'm like, where you get that trick drive from? Because that's like some hacking kind of stuff. Like, where you get that from, girl?
I said the same thing. I said, "What?
And what do you do? I thought
You a
you was
hacker?
like an arts, a photography, or
Photographer?
where doesn't like that's convenient.
She a little
Okay.
tricky, okay?
So yeah. So as she letting that download, and then here come Linda barging in talking about how her father, she said it was glad to finally meet her or something, and her father was dating for a year. I was like, oh, okay. And she couldn't really share too much, but she was beginning to, say something, and then here come this stupid, what's his name? Hector coming in.
I was
He
gonna say
said,
something else.
child, he came in with the swiftness. I said, yo. Because at this time, Christina is begging her to, share with her, like, she's trying to figure out what's happened to her father, like, anything you can share with me, like, because y'all was a couple, so he must have said something, because I don't think my father underlied himself, so,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And
This
she said,
is
your
crazy.
father did some suspicious stuff, some
Right.
stuff. I was like,
Mm-hmm. You
girl,
talk too much.
if
Shut
you
up.
see nothing what happened to Dr. Cooper, you shut up.
And the
Listen.
thing that pissed me off is you did all of that talking, and then later on you want to be mad. If you didn't tell her none of that, she wouldn't have known none of that, and then you wouldn't have to worry about her wanting to know more information or asking you questions. Like, you volunteered all this information. You didn't have to tell her nothing about you seeing that man or nothing else.
At all.
But you just talk.
You should stand your
And I
ass at your
said,
desk.
right.
You ain't had to get up because she ain't asked you for no help. She ain't asked you no questions other than you was later at the funeral. That's
Or when
all
you
she
came
asked
in,
you.
she said, "Oh, you need any help?" No. You're like, "All right, girl, I'm out here if you need me." Not well.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about you. We've seen each other for a year, and I don't know if he talked clearly. He didn't tell me, ma'am, because I don't know.
Right.
Okay, Bailey didn't even know you was
I
his
don't know.
secretary.
Right. Okay. You was your lover and your
because
secretary.
Kendall, he still talk. I don't know why he ain't share with his daughter that he finally moved on from her mom, because at the beginning he was talking like, I still miss your mom and kissing the photo, but
Kissing
the
them
whole time you
pictures.
dating Linda, your assistant, and that's
Okay.
an HR problem.
And whoever else prior to that. Okay. Listen. Because you big bang book pimping. Okay.
Okay.
Kira, what's your thoughts about her and her conversation with Gabrielle and how much they just spending? Oh, girl, I'm like, why are we here? Why are we doing this? Why?
Who's
Why you
that?
with this lady?
Claudia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, child, nobody cares. I just
Oops.
people just give people. I was wondering what the vetting process was, especially when we got to the end, because I thought she had been with this lady a really long time. It don't really sound like she's been with this lady a really long time. That's your child, adopted or not, and it's just like you just sound like you just welcome this random person into your house. So I don't give no hoots about it. And you tell this lady all your business. I was like, why are you telling this lady all your business and then having her help you with them files? I'd have been like, nah, go ahead, I got it. I'll figure it out. I don't. You don't know this lady from a hole in the wall at all. You wasn't. Did you look anything up that the lady was previously?
Huh? You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up.
Thank you, Dick Gregory.
Right.
R.I.P.
Okay.
But yeah. You muted, boo. You muted.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. But you know, the little boy was with his daddy majority of the day. Y'all hanging out, y'all going jogging, she helping you hack the computer, doing whatever you need to do to help your father out. And ain't no telling what she doing because you don't know no damn better. And then y'all want to have pillow talk on the floor, have these conversations. And it's like, you really telling y'all, you really having a conversation with this lady, and you think something fugazi happened with your dad. I ain't telling nobody nothing, nada, okay? Zilch, I ain't telling nothing, okay? You wouldn't hear nothing out of me. Y'all wouldn't even know I think something wrong with happened with my dad. I'm not telling you nothing because I don't know who to trust. And the fact that she gave this lady all this information, was letting her in on everything that was going on, was like pissing me off. Cause I'm
She
like,
thought
wow.
she had a confidant, but yeah, but you ain't know this lady that long, and
the little boy, but what, 4, 5, 6
he's
years
4
old?
years old.
So if that's the case, then why? And then later on, that really pisses me off even more because you, Big Don, you see, we're gonna get there when we get there because that just really irked my
And why
nerves.
she followed Linda to her house? I'm like,
child, she followed Linda. I got that. I missed a slide.
That was on the previous slide.
Okay, yeah, she followed Linda to her house, and then you pull up at the lady house and you not talking crazy to her, but you scared, you frightened her because she already know Hector already done told her ass was about to be out of here if she keep talking. She claims she didn't say nothing, but you just talk too daggone much, and she has nothing to tell you because she already been warned. And I'm like, girl,
But
why?
it was creepy and it was invasive. But I thought maybe she shouldn't have done it that way. Maybe she should have tried to meet her at a coffee shop or something. Yeah, she should try to meet her. But I thought she was going to be more welcoming than she was. She's like, "Get the F out of here." I said, "Oh, all of that, man. You were so chatty Cathy at the office. Now they didn't scared you. You don't
but
got
Hector don't hand her up. You forget.
I don't forget. I said, now you scared, I guess, child. I mean, well, I guess she should have been scared, but he wasn't really her problem at the end of the day.
Well, no, he wasn't, but still, he gave her some act right, and she got to the house. She said, "I don't know nothing."
And she threatened to call the police on the lady.
Now,
Like,
lady, if it finish talking, if you're gonna tell it, then you gotta tell it all. Come on now, lady.
yeah,
Just
because you was willing to talk to me at the house, at the office, but then when I mentioned this money, then all of a sudden, mom's the word. No, 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 no. When I'm asking questions, now you can't talk. But all of before, you was running out at the mouth. Girl, see that
Hector
what you
had to
oh
put a
did?
yeah, I
sock in her
forgot that
mouth.
nosy neighbor was watching. I was
Yeah,
wondering if
that neighbor
if the
was
neighbor was
watching.
working as a job because she was like, "Hey, child, you trying to make sure I get inside? Hey, girl. Okay, all right now.
So next thing you know, Linda, you should listen. Linda is gone to the upper room, okay? And it's like you were the last one to see her. You pulled up on her. Yeah, you just went to visit her to ask her some questions, but she laid it dead. So she gets to the house, Linda's house, and of course she meets Linda's son-in-law, which I think he works at the prison, but he's like, it's really weird that you here since you was, you was at the house the other day when the day she died, you were at the house. And she was like, well, who is this in this picture? Do you know who this is? He told her the name. I forgot what the name was, but he calls her Tina because she cut up like Tina Turner, whatever that is. She cut up like Tina Turner. So he calls her Tina. And she was the lady that she visited earlier when they wouldn't let her in because all she knew was the name was Tina. But Tina kept saying busy, 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 busy
Busy
three,
three,
busy three,
busy
busy
three,
three,
busy
busy three.
three.
And that's not
Uh-huh.
what she was saying. She was saying later on they're gonna find out
BZ
BZ
three.
three.
Yeah.
Right.
But of course, Hector is listening to him talk to her and he's pissed, giving her information. And I said, oh shit. So you can tell me uh son-in-law about to die. Okay, because he ain't really said nothing, but he did, but he didn't, but he did.
Yeah.
Everybody need to be quiet. So she finds
Mm-hmm.
out what she scratches the prescription pad and finds
Mm-hmm.
out what the dad had been prescribing. Come to find out he's been giving her, I forgot what it is, but some busy three, BZ3, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They keep her make her cuckoo. And she's sneaking through the office.
Quinzentilin, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And they
sorry.
all
Quantum.
see her at the office, but she's in the file cabinet. And of course, there are cameras, and they realize that she's not supposed to be there. And I'm like,
I don't know
okay.
why she thought that was a good idea. I'm looking at the cameras. I'm like, so you can't see them cameras. You just going,
Right.
cool, got it. I thought it was
That's when,
audacious of her to go in that prison in the first place. Because I was like, you can get in. I don't know how you're gonna get out though.
yes. And I'm like, lady,
But
like you
Yeah,
have,
cause
you can have all the things you want. You can have all the what is it, disguises you want, but they still
mm-hmm.
know somebody ain't got no business being in this
Right.
office looking through files, looking suspicious. And it's a lot going on right now. You need to slow it down and calm down. But of course, you got the security guards like, well, she said she was coming here to do some kind of audit. I don't think that's the room that you're supposed to be auditing in, ma'am. Or either that's not even the file cabinet because Hector pull up on y'all later on and he gets to talking. So, Miss Kira, you want to discuss Hector and how he pulled up on Christina?
He pulled up when she seen all them ladies locked up in them little cage looking things banging on the window and was saying how the father was his hero. And I was like, the father is your hero for locking these women up like cages. And I was wondering how the whole thing was going to go because they were saying earlier how the prison was like okay-ish until they integrated women. And I was wondering like, how you going to integrate women
Mm-hmm.
into I guess, child. I knew it was going to be some sticky situations then, and
yeah, that was
um,
crazy. Mhm.
that's when I think somebody called and she told them to call it off. She popping people and handcuffing people to things,
She Billy Badass, ain't it?
right? And then when they
I say, well, take
finally
it
let
there.
one of them women's out, when them women started coming out with them bellies, I said, "Oh,
But I
Mhm.
never
take you
put,
that long to get it? Yes, it does.
I
Yes,
Yep,
never
it
put the
does.
same.
Take me
husband. I
that long
never
to get
put
it."
the husband in it though. I never put him in it. I never got where he would had anything to do with it. But what are your thoughts about the
I
what ladies
figured out
coming
when I
out of
saw them bellies. When I saw them
the
bellies, he
cells
got an
pregnant?
adoption agency. I was like, prison women and adoption agency, you selling babies. I put that together at this point. I ain't gonna say quick, but at this point, At the end of the movie, I was clear. It's
Right,
clear.
right. Mo, what are your thoughts on the ladies pulling up with the bellies, and all of them got bellies,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not
Yep.
artificially inseminated. Somebody is taking advantage of these.
That's
Oh,
what
go ahead, go
Kira
ahead.
said. That's when you get the clue. When they come out with the bellies. But when he had made that whole spill to Christina Hector, it was unbecoming. I was not moved. And I ain't like his acting. But in his whole spiel, when it came to her father was a
I would have done
hero, he said
anything
this
for
up for
him.
generational wealth for you and your son, which is his son. But yeah, I was unmoved with the whole speech. I'm thinking he finna say something deep or something else like how this came to be for real. But nope, you just say your father was a hero and he left this for you. The fuck? I mean, what the heck? Um, yeah, I didn't like that, but I only like when she got one up on both of them, especially the one who hit her real hard and about to choke her out. And I'm glad. I was like, yes, please get the blicky. I'm like, when she went for the blicky, like, yes, okay, your father taught you something because what the heck. And Hector didn't think she was gonna bust one because she did. She was like, don't try me. I know that's right, girl. She said, y'all got me losing my mind. My husband think I'm crazy. Cause at this point, Jonathan got an attitude.
I knew, like I said, I knew when Jonathan left for what he wasn't ish. I said, "Oh, you got something to do
Yeah, I
with
think
it. I
I
don't
must
know
have
what's
left that
going
part
on, but
out.
Yeah,
you got
that's
something to
no
do with it."
Yeah,
problem.
because the
We
officer
kind of
was
talked
talking to
about it.
them about some Trent guy that was in a wheelchair, and he was harassing Mister her dad about his daughter being in the prison, and showed the picture of the daughter. And of course, she's one of the ones that was pregnant, but she was like she was one of the first wave of women that were pregnant, and I'm like, what? Yep.
But also,
So he started getting
these
pissed
women are
off.
supposed to be dead because remember he wanted an autopsy of the daughter's
Yeah.
body, and they had
Uh
already
huh.
cremated. I'm gonna do my little air quotes, cremated the daughter's
Mhm.
body.
Yeah.
Come to
I
find
think his
out,
Yeah.
name
these
was
women are alive and
Winter
well and
or
pregnant.
Winter, whoever
But
the father
then
was.
the husband. That's when the husband get pissed off because it's like, now you treading too close to finding out who I really am and who I
Mm-hmm.
have been to you this entire time. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, it's like he got pissed off for no reason because once the officer leaves, she was like, well, how you feel about everything that's going on? And he was like, what do you mean how I feel? And she thinks her father is evil, but he keeps telling her that her dad is not evil. Your dad is not this person that you think he is. She was like, yes, he is. She kind of tell him he is, and all these people are
Mm-hmm.
dying, but it's like he's trying to tell her no. Sir, are you paying freaking attention? Are you paying attention? And then want to throw it off on the crazy lady and the daddy that was in the man in the wheelchair. Sir, you just want to at least play along, okay? Don, you just want to play along with what she got going on, what she's saying, because what he was doing was just like making it seem like you had something to do with it. I'm like, you know what? Okay, all right, I'm gonna leave Don alone. Because I'm
Yeah,
like, how you get
Jonathan
pissed
was
off at this
annoying.
lady because she's trying to find out what happened, what her dad had going on, child.
Yeah,
So
divorce.
child. So the criminal operation unfolds at prison, and they realize, of course, that well, not Claudia. Christina gave the blicky to one of the prisoners, and she was like, "Hand me the gun, I'll do it." And they popped the man, Gabriel, not Gabriel, what's his name? Hector. They popped
Hector.
Hector, and of course they started walking out of the prison or whatever. And it was a sad scene. A sad scene. I'm like, I really hope they're not really doing this to people in real life. I know I've heard of some stuff about
You'd be surprised.
what's really going on, but I just that because that's wild. Like you getting people pregnant just to take the baby and like what is it
Sell
called? What is
them.
it? Black market?
Yep. It's a
Yeah, on
black
the black
market.
market. um, because they're supposed to be dead or they're prisons or they're cuckoo. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so
No, they're
they get
prisoners. They think they belong to them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
okay. But we find out what happened at the prison, and Christina and Don, I don't know about calling him Don. Jonathan is his name Jonathan? They go
Yes.
home. They get home
Say
to try to
Jonathan on
find
the
their
paper.
son, and baby Gabriella left them a note, said, "Come to Jonathan's office, first floor. Come alone, or you will never see Nelson again." I said, "Okay." So they run to the adoption clinic, which is Jonathan's office. And Claudia pull up on them with the blicky. What are y'all thoughts when y'all realize, okay, now we at this man facility. We got these pregnant women. Did y'all tie it together then?
I mean, I had already when I seen them walking out themselves with them pregnant bellies, I had already tied together that he has something to do with the dad. That's why they were so cool and so close, and he was
Mm-hmm.
Dad,
selling
calling
babies.
him
That
dad.
part I got. Now this was, and I was kind of like, oh, I guess that must be Claudia's baby, because why
I
else
didn't think that. I didn't think that yet.
would you care so much?
Yeah, yeah. Why
Or
would she care so much?
even
Yeah.
if their child wasn't her
Hers. She was
child,
part
I
of
figured
that.
that
She was
right,
part of that brothel, or
right.
that's what they
Mm-hmm.
calling it down there. She was part of it, getting great down there.
I think that was so disgusting. But I didn't
Yeah,
really
it
still didn't
is.
put it that Nelson was Claudia's until she said it. But the fact that you had something to do with it, so y'all breeding babies like dogs, like y'all had a kennel.
Yeah, basically.
And
And snatching the babies
and
up
then it
out of them
came
and
to
taking them
me,
away.
and then it came to me that at the beginning where we saw the lady screaming and yelling with the baby, and this heifer was right there with the lady. And
Mm-hmm.
you tell me something, you've been dating a man for a year, but you've been working with him for all this time. No, you've been helping him breed these babies and giving
Linda,
them
yeah.
away and
Well,
donated.
that's why she got taken to the down below, okay?
Mm-hmm. That's
I said,
why
what the
Gabby said no, no, no.
that was so wild to me. I did not think that was finna be who she was, because I didn't realize who she was until I started getting screenshot. I said, "You raggedy biatch."
And
I
then
know you did not.
she checked that same quinlicillin, whatever stuff they use on the ladies. I guess it's like a silencer, like you can't
Mm-hmm.
scream or nothing. To use them to do
Sound like a tranquilizer
Tranquilizer.
almost.
But she, when
yeah.
Yeah.
Claudia was hollering and screaming, baby,
No, no, no,
dead.
no. I'm talking about when they doing that act on the lady.
Right.
Oh, okay,
When they're
okay, yeah.
with the
They're like kind
grapes.
of dead, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Uh-huh.
crazy. I ain't thinking about that Mo, but that's
That you
crazy
can't
because
kick, move,
people,
fight, nothing. You just laying there.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I can't even act like I'm liking it. Like most people want both of y'all to be enjoying it, not you don't want a pillow princess. But
I
the
mean,
fact that
so is
y'all,
a child. But, yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, how can you get off with something that's not moving? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not moving.
It's just
I'm
like
look.
when
I'm a.
priests
I'm gonna
be doing the
be. I'm gonna be
corpse.
nice. I'm gonna be quiet.
Yes, like yes, Mo, how do you do something that's not responding to you? You gotta
That's so
be.
disgusting. Yeah.
It is. That's what I'm
They
Some
saying.
all
Y'all not even
trifling.
some
turkey
people
based
do.
anyway,
I was
boo.
gonna say obviously quite a few people do because
Y'all are hunting these people for
nasty.
real, for real. This
Mm-hmm.
is disgusting.
Very.
So they're doing it for pleasure purposes, although the other person is not being. And then they're selling
Hi,
the babies.
beloved.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, hey. Yes, Kendall. Yeah, you never know what's going on, child. Um, but yeah, so
Oof.
Claudia, Gabriel goes through the whole spiel of how she was taken. She was a prisoner. She ended up escaping. I forgot she escaped through the ladies or something like that.
Tina,
But
aka
Tina, who with
Tina,
the busy three.
Vanessa
That's
Tina. That's her real name
BZ3,
is Vanessa. But Vanessa
BZ3, BZ3. But she was letting them know that, that your son is actually my son. I had this baby and I only did it one time. After I did that, I escaped. Come to find out, it's his child for real, for real.
Nasty.
Like, this is
And your
his
so you
daddy was
baby.
raising, so
participating.
you
So
adopted your brother,
it
half
wasn't
brother.
just you
Crazy.
wasn't just selling the babies, you was also participating in the acts. Because you would think it's like the guards are doing it, and then just you and the husband is selling them. No, you're nasty behind is participating too. Yes, Kendall, you right. You right.
So, question. So, wasn't Claudia's baby Nelson was by her dad? So, wouldn't he
Yup,
be
that's
her
what
half?
she
I
said.
thought it was by the
Yes.
husband.
No, it's
that's
not by
No.
Jonathan. It's by her dad.
It's by
Oh,
her
shut the front
dad.
and the back door. No wonder he loved the little boy so
That's why I
much.
said she adopted her half brother.
Yep. They were just saying her husband was a participant because he was the one, facilitating the sales.
Yeah.
Right. He was selling
Okay.
the
Making
Then
it
he
babies.
look
tried to
legit,
even
probably.
he tried to go business was slow, and then
I
dad.
lost 3 clients. Whatever.
What you
I'm
mean
like,
business was slow? So it makes sense for y'all to do that. And I talked to dad about this, then third, and I'm like, what are you? Oh God, that was so disgusting. That was weird as f.
then he said the housing market. I'm like, so you was a realtor? Talking about that housing market was down. You switched careers? What the hell? What happened? I was like, huh?
I don't know, child.
I was like, okay, so you pivoted to do
That
this
just seems
crime.
like, and listen, I get it, okay, because times be hard, but times ain't never that hard that I feel like I want to go do something illegal and illegal and unethical. Because like, how you doing that to women? Even if you take the grapes out and you just selling babies like that, ooh, no.
Now this is the part I was like, well, girl, you need to take that 10 million and most of that 10 million spread against the ladies who had to go through that. So that 10 million came off their backs, literally.
That's what she should do.
Yeah, because y'all was like being perverts with these people. Like y'all were, that's so disgusting. Y'all were being perverts. Y'all was making babies. It was like a baby factory. So every 8 weeks, y'all was popping them pregnant or something. Every 9 weeks or whatever, the 6 weeks, y'all was popping them pregnant and going one by one.
I'm pretty sure that was some casualties because going through childbirth, everybody ain't gonna make it. So where's those bodies?
Especially if you're delivering in the doggone prison. It ain't like they taking you to the hospital. You are delivering in the prison.
And they doctors are limited. Skills are limited. And then they get limited.
Well, you never know. They might be hiring doctors, obstetricians.
Oh, Lord.
They might be hiring them so that they don't have
They could.
so that it's not an issue. They make sure they can take care of everything.
Like they did Cooper.
They can get the baby,
the afterbirth and this, that, make sure they got everything together.
Why would they care about that? I mean, I guess they only really care about
because
the
they want to
babies.
make sure they can keep making babies. You want yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they did have like 5 or 6 in there. I was gonna say, so we were using the same women. That's insane.
Well, the newsletter was like dozens. She was like a dozen or so women, whatever.
Okay.
That they thought were dead were found down in the bottom or whatever. But
we only saw like half a dozen. But okay,
yeah,
we go with it.
We just saw a couple of them.
Kendall said, so what the husband was doing when he said, text him, I'm working late. I'm like, I think he was probably making some of them babies, pushing them through the black market of adoption. This black market adoption. He probably was working late trying to, because labor can go on forever. So he probably waiting for the babies to come out and have them all ready for the adoption on that black market. Crazy.
That's crazy. So I didn't realize the daddy was the one. I thought the husband was the baby's father.
She said
you thought the husband was going over to the prison, putting in work. The daddy was already there.
It ain't far-fetched.
He would have to be on camera, unless they have a back way for him not to be on camera or erasing the footage for him.
That was doing a lot. I'm not gonna hold you. You going over there making the babies and selling the babies. That
yeah, exactly. That's I'm like,
maybe not, but it's just. But then you got the guards. All these guards. Like, how many of these people are into this? I really would like to have.
He said it was only 10 people who had key access to down there. So those 10, even Cooper dead ass. All right, sneak down there on his wife down there hunching.
Well, who was the 2? Because it was like the 8 henchmen or something, and then the dad, and I forgot who the other one was.
The one that pulled up on him at the funeral.
Yes.
Those
Because
people.
Georgie was a goner too, because Georgie had told her about Tina / Vanessa, gave her real government name, and that's what your dad used to call her, Tina, and
Child, he
said this
was
is
just
her
making
story.
She cut up
conversation.
in the back of the limo.
He got the heck up on that field.
And then Hector had him up, was like, what the hell? What you told her? Then as you know, Hector was gone, but we
But
know
again,
it wasn't
it wasn't even him doing it. That's the crazy
right. This is
part.
Hector wasn't even doing it. But
he was a watchdog, the guard dog.
But Gabby is going down the list.
I don't know what he was doing
to make it seem like what's her name? Christina probably has something to do with it. These unalignment. So it keep her in the clear. So
Nasty
it keeps her,
dog.
so it keeps her in the clear of the whole unalignment of these people. But I'm not mad at Gabby going down that list of people who was participating. Especially probably she probably went after the ones who went in her first.
And then the fact that Jonathan was trying to, like, he can fix everything that happened. How you gonna fix something when this lady was taken advantage of, and not just her and all these other women were taking? How can you fix that? You cannot fix that, sir. And then you need to be investigated too, because the babies that's coming through your facility, like, are they, like, how many reputable women gave up their babies that really did the paperwork the right way? You know, like, you need to be investigated, sir. I need you to get on through. I would like to see the other part of the other side of the story. I know there ain't gonna be no part 2, but I would like to see the outcome. Well, he dead though, ain't he? She killed him. Damn. Okay, well, never mind.
Cause what's the name came up? He was trying to, like, suffocate her on that plastic.
Yeah, he was trying to suffocate Gabrielle.
Gabby. And then
Gabby.
Christina came up.
I was like, pop the
I was doing like this. How long she would let him beat her ass? That's what I was doing. I'm like, girl. I mean, I know that's your husband, but you just find out a lot of the information at this moment. I know it's a lot to process, but
I was wondering what she was doing, because she told her the baby was in the car. So I'm like, she ain't at the car with the baby. So what was like? What were you?
Well, no, she told about the baby was in the car after the fact.
Oh, okay. So maybe she was walking around looking for the baby. Like, he gonna beat her ass for a little while. Let me go.
And then she got the syringe and then jug him in the neck.
Because she did ask her. And then what's the name? Put the file cabinet on him. Would you fight for him, or would you die for him?
Die for him.
And did you die for him? And she was like, yes, I would. She was like, okay, good. I don't want him in my world. I want him to be with you or whatever. So
she ended up letting about me. Well, I'm saying about this crazy woman that my father sexually assaulted.
Other than you need to go to jail for all the crimes you committed. What is that?
Your grandpa had this criminal under.
You gonna send Gabrielle to jail? No, I mean, Kira.
Well, she said in her world, what is your world? You about to go on the run, so you don't want to take the baby on a run with you?
I mean, she ain't got a lot of skills, and she cannot take care of a kid. She been locked up so long.
Okay. I guess.
Yeah, that was a whole lot. That was a lot. Yeah, she was like, "Are you willing to die for him?" She was like, "Yes." She's like, "Okay, cool, because I don't want him in my world." But tell him about me, bitch. He already know you. What you mean, you his babysitter?
Right. We was just getting ice cream together. We was chilling. Where did Gabriella go? Now you got to explain to the child where the nanny done went, child.
Baby, we not.
And I'm not explaining that. You remember
the nanny? Your real father is your granddaddy.
Nanny? Well, that's really your mom. Yeah, that's your mom. And I'm really your sister. What? Your old ass.
Right. Like,
grandpa was the real daddy. What? I mean, I guess obviously she didn't want that part. Obviously, she probably didn't want that part told, but even still, be like, remember the nanny that ain't here no more? Well, that's your real mama. She was cool.
How are we going to explain this to the child that my father was his father?
We not.
But how?
Go to the grave.
Just make sure he don't date none of his cousins. Is that what
the doctors that? Ooh.
So you mean his siblings,
right?
Or well, shit. How we gonna handle that though? You can't. Got to have DNA tests on everybody. Shit. It's like, how we gonna handle that? How would we handle it in? Well, I don't know.
That was the one thing that I didn't account for. I didn't. initially think that her child wasn't her child until we got to the point and was like, and your child was adopted too. I was like, because I just thought it was her baby. I mean, he looked a little,
I did.
his hair was a little
Yeah.
straight, but things
I
happen.
didn't put that together at all. That wasn't hers until they said it. I
I
said,
did. I thought it was her child because
whoa.
sometimes they go back in the bloodline, child, and they be having you be like, where they get that from? Mama and daddy got brown hair, the baby got red hair. I mean, it happens. So
Yeah, I didn't even pay that part no attention. I was just like, how did we get here? That was not her. I just didn't think that was not her child. I just
although
didn't.
sometimes they just be slapping kids in these roles anyway. But yeah, I didn't know nothing. We didn't find out until she said your child was adopted, right? Whoa, yeah, I wasn't gonna reveal that. Daddy never
Yeah.
said that before he passed away. You never said it. I don't know.
Mhm.
Talking to your husband who works for the
Child, well, he dead to the bed now.
agency.
But baby, she slammed that damn file cabinet down on him. I said, ooh, ouch.
Yikes.
Finito, you not coming back no time. And you going to
Sorry,
the
Don.
lower, the pits of hell.
To the down below. Sorry, Don.
To the
I mean,
down below.
Jonathan.
Be like me, Don. Ooh.
Don was cutting up in real life. I don't know what he's doing now, but back in the day. Anyway.
He's not the one that liked to be pegged, is he?
No, that's the brother. That's 4.
Oh, okay.
He was the one I think that cheated and slept with like Charmaine and slept with somebody else's child and
Okay.
had that child's mama looking and feeling crazy when they knock everybody's head off. Anyway, I digress. It has nothing to do with this movie.
Well, this was a decent watch. It was a Chris Stokes film, but it was decent. It wasn't bad. It just had some holes in it, and it was like it didn't gel, but it was decent. It was decent. Can I say once they mentioned the doctor, I said, "Oh, right, light bulb." Okay, like okay.
Right.
Yeah, I just didn't think that
Ma
dad
is
was
not your
one
ma.
of those.
Pa is not your pa.
Shut up.
You're so silly.
I'm sorry, Slate. Carry on.
Yeah, I get the laughing bug. I so tickle. So tickle. Yeah, that was a good movie. It was good. It was decent. It wasn't,
It was something. But
No,
when we get to the end,
I would be enjoying these footage films movies. I don't know.
Yeah,
They be.
it was decent.
This one wasn't like silly because sometimes they be silly because you'd be like,
but I'll watch it again.
No.
Oh, not no. You wouldn't watch it again?
Oh, I definitely wouldn't be watching it again. I
Oh.
wouldn't.
I'm giving that Billy Porter. This is a no.
I mean, I guess with the subject content, when we got to the real meat and potatoes of what was going on, I probably cut it off then. But when we was taking people out trying to figure out what was going on. I was tapped in.
What is going on?
Now, when we got to the subject matter that you assaulting people and selling their babies, I was like, "Oh, that's a lot."
And I wish they had brought
that's
some
a little,
of that in
that's
the
a little
middle
heavier.
of it.
Yeah.
They should have brought some of that in the middle of the story because it was like
That was
everything they was doing didn't go together. Not
right.
It didn't go, but it's like why?
Right, just yeah.
And then you get to the end, it's like
because you wouldn't think it was who it was. I only knew because, like I said,
yeah, because we didn't get any clues that it was a baby factory at the prison.
And I went back and looked. That was before the credits. That's why I didn't see that part because I was like, where was that part at?
At the very beginning.
That's when before them credits. And when I told you when that footage film starts rolling, and I did.
Yeah, it's like a minute.
I started watching after the credits came on and the daddy was in the house. I said, "Oh!" I just went and looked. I said, there it is. There she go, right there.
But I wish they had tied something with the women and the babies in between. Maybe somebody could have been at a funeral.
More clues to what it
something.
is.
Yeah, because
it took us a while to get to the actual crime.
At the end. The very end.
We just was taking people out. We didn't know why they was being taken out.
Why. And then like Kendall said, you keep saying, everybody keeps saying what a good man he was, but he can't be a good man. Like too many people saying that they're not. Because why are all the people that she's talking to dying? If he's such a good man, why everybody dies? So no.
And it just was funny because the way it was laid out, had I not known who the culprit was, can't live. I would have thought it was that guy in prison. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like every time she talked to somebody and they told her information, and like that person was. So I would have thought it. I would have thought it was
Yeah.
him till we got
That's
to
why I said I
what
hate
was
she told us that because when
what
she
was actually going on.
Who
when
was
she told us
us?
that,
I don't watch that.
well, when she said that to the public, I was like, damn. So when I saw it, I was like, okay, all right, she's a killer.
I don't know why she would say that.
Yep. She's like, yep, I'm wearing black on black
Sometimes
again.
Claudia be talking too much. I ain't gonna hold you. I'd be like, "Are you supposed to share that or say that?"
Huh?
Yeah, I don't think you.
You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up.
I love
You
Dick
gonna
Gregory.
play that Dick Gregory there? Shut
I
I
the
love
fuck
Dick
up.
Gregory.
don't think you're supposed to tell that part, Claudia. Like, why would you say
Yeah.
that?
She should have. If she hadn't said that, I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't know who it was. To be honest, I wouldn't have.
Mm.
And once
I
I
would have
knew
put.
that's who it was, I was trying to figure out why. And like I said, I missed that part at the beginning, so I couldn't figure out why she was. I'm like, well, why would she be doing this?
Well, it's the first day of the week, Mary. Yeah, so that's that on that. What y'all got going on y'all channels? Oh, the detective was very much trash. Okay, yes, he was
He's
garbage.
giving typical. He's giving that's what they do. Case open, case closed. I don't
All
got
right.
time for all of that.
Oh,
Damn.
your apology. After your
Yeah,
apology.
Keep it
after the third person died, man, go on, get out of my damn face.
And it's supposed to be the eye.
more
No.
than that. After your husband's all laid out and everything, now you want to be apologized.
Try going somewhere. And
Mm-mm.
after the news, people didn't tell you about all these babies and stuff.
He didn't even try. He was like, "Oh well," and it's just like the way people were taking themselves out, like you said with the bleach and pneumonia. I'm like that.
It didn't go
I'd have,
together.
I'd have given you the daddy, even though they say people don't, unless you in prison, people don't really, they don't really,
From there, that's a long
they
fall.
don't really do
Okay.
that.
Well, he didn't. I guess
I
he
would have
fell.
just
But where was the
bust
step
my.
stool? Where was the step stool? Because that's from the staircase. So where's the step stool? Or did he just fall over the balcony? Which I
He
mean, I
just
think
fell
he would
over
have
the
broke the balcony.
balcony, right?
Where the step stool at?
The rope would have
If
came
that's the
loose. I'd
case,
have bust my head and just been laying on the ground. It wouldn't. I
be
wouldn't
like
have been
fail,
so up there
Yeah.
epic
chilling.
fail.
Right.
This is
Too
not
many,
funny, but it's funny.
parameters. We're just hypotheticals. We're not.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just thinking because yeah. Well, what y'all got going on, Mo? And then Miss Kira.
Imperfect Women, episode 3. I gotta get that out. Had a busy weekend this weekend. But yeah, that's in Married to Medicine on Straight MCD TV channel tomorrow. Beauty in Black, of course. Paradise finale came out today early. I know. We're gonna talk about that Thursday. And I think that's it. More Beauty in Black. Some stuff are coming in this coming month of April. Can't wait to check it out. But yeah.
Oh, Aries season, Aries gang. Because I'm like,
And her birthday
why
is
she throwing
coming
it up?
up.
Throw it
I
up, throw it
forgot.
up.
Gang. Yes, it's Aries season.
She's like April.
Officially starting
like,
Wednesday, April the 1st. Okay.
It started already, but yeah.
I'm gonna tell that baby that too, because we already been.
Yeah, that baby.
Now
She
you in
started
trouble.
the damn Aries season. Okay.
Okay, exactly. April
God,
1st.
She's a Pisces, Aries. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kira.
So I did a weekly huddle yesterday. Go ahead and catch the replay talking about the verses and the turtlenecks. 30 years of Jay-Z. We also had an good question.
The nanny lift. Oh, the guy.
Yeah,
the daddy
the daddy.
with a banister or the back. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, he probably was dead from that shot to the neck. You just
that
put
dead
his,
weight.
let him.
put his
You
dead
just
weight
let him.
over. Put
You
his
just
dead weight over the top.
put the thing on his collar and then push him over and let him hang.
That's like that would have broke. That man weighed a good 200 pounds.
Yeah,
would have
that
broke the balance.
pushing over is a lot. But
That's a lot. Like his neck would have off. Did I just do that?
Yes, you did. Mm-mm.
like he was
It's
throwing
like
that
that
shit.
how would have been toe up, okay? He jumped. You know. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Kira. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Shayna MCD and I wrapped up Beauty and Black episodes 13 to 16. So go ahead and check that out. And tomorrow Shayna is hosting Married to Medicine Part 2 of the reunion. Catch us over there. We will be saying goodbye to that and hello to Real Housewives of Atlanta next week. We got Paradise, the finale on Thursday. And then keep your notifications on. It's a little rinse and repeat. I'm trying to do some stuff, but subscribe to everybody's channel and notifications.
Ew. Yes, what Miss Kira and Monique 69 Way said. Yes, we have Married to Medicine tomorrow. Whew. Phew. Thank you, God. Hallelujah. Shando. And then we have Beauty and Black Wednesday, Paradise on Thursday, and then we have Beauty and Black again, finale on Sunday, episode 15 and 16. And then, like Kira said, our HOA will be back on Sunday. So we'll be back on next Tuesday to talk about that. And that's that on that. And if nothing else, thank you, Miss Kendall, for coming through and commenting with
Yes,
us,
thank you,
as well
Kendall.
as
Yes.
beloved reviews. Thank you, thank you. We surely appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming through, and we will see y'all later.
Bye.